Alright, ready?
Yep. Hello, welcome to the Drunk Ramen Storytime Podcast, the only podcast where two dudes have been gone so long, forgot how to talk to each other.
Well, I don't know, I would say I forgot.
Oh, you forgot.
I just chose not to.
Yeah, well, anyway, my name is Ramen, this is TY, and explain where we are, man.
Okay, so, it's funny. We're kind of in the basement at the moment.
As you can see, there are like a shit ton of lights.
They can't see, but that's the point.
Yeah, they can't see. We also got a new freaking camera that records in crystal quality. So we should have so we'll have like we're having a better setup. We're improving our game. We also got a Blue Yeti mic, so the audio for our podcast will be a little bit crisper, a little bit better. Anyway, so what have you been up to, man?
A lot, actually.
Before we get to that, because we always forget, no lie, we always forget to keep rolling the goddamn intro. So the intro would either be in the beginning or like it will cut off a sentence and then it will be the intro. We have a goddamn intro that took a while to make. So you know what? You and me are gonna just say roll the intro simultaneously. How about that? Can you do that? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Roll the intro. And we're back.
That took a lot longer than I expected it to.
Well, we have to explain why we forgot to roll the intro. I think the audience deserves an example. Deserves like an explanation of why we've been gone so long.
Oh, we have been gone for a hot minute.
I think even like a week, maybe a month or two. Like we have not even done this podcast.
It's been crazy. This whole year in general has been crazy so far. I have been very, very busy. We've been trying to sync up a time to get this done, but it just... I feel like it's like, no, I don't want you guys to do it, but I want to do it.
Yeah. So we also did a video, an over video podcast, and while that does, it was good, I kind of like the idea of having a set and being face to face, because I feel like the video was good. I don't like doing video over Zoom or whatever. It's just not Discord or whatever.
It wasn't too bad over Discord, but again, I'd rather be in person.
I'd rather be in person.
It looks more professional that way.
Exactly. So. I mean, I try to do the best.
Not that this looks professional or anything.
Actually, we called this the budget set. So
this is the budget set.
So we don't have access. So we don't have access to the other room. And this is where you're gonna see a budget set. Which is why there's no mugs. We got red Solo cups. I think that fills the budget aesthetic of what this set is.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Yeah. So anyway, Tyler's been gone so long, and I have been gone so long because I'm also working on a ton of videos, which you can just go on my channel. But I've been working on a lot of projects. I kind of want to announce this. Me and Tyler in September, around there. We are working on a documentary, and we're gonna do a documentary where we include every other YouTuber. I have about 8 people in this documentary, and it's gonna be me and Tyler co-producing, co-directing, just whatever. This documentary is about people it's about other people's journeys on YouTube. It's pretty much how they started from where they are now, and how have they grown and evolved. As I want this documentary to inspire other people that are feeling like they can't achieve their dream that they can with this, because again,
we all have hard times.
We all start at the sub count of 0, and then you gain those subs and you gain the fans, and it's a steady grind, and it's worth in the end. And to hear all these other people's stories, I feel like it's worth it, and that's why I included about 8 people in this thing.
Yeah, they're not big YouTubers you'd think, but
some of them are actually big YouTubers.
Oh, are they now?
They have they got a very good sub count again, but some of them
5 YouTubers, guys. Oh my gosh!
But some of them are actually. I have there's a private Discord I have some with them, and we just talk and we bounce around ideas and we hang out. So they're very interested in this documentary. And me and Tyler are gonna start this documentary off because, again, this documentary, it starts and it ends with me and Tyler. we're gonna talk about experiences on YouTube. Like, again, our journey of YouTube started with one Instagram post that Tyler made.
Oh yeah.
Like, this entire thing wouldn't have been possible with that one Instagram post, and then that became like the catalyst for like everything.
Snowball effect, guys.
It became the snowball effect for like YouTube. I'm not gonna explain more, as I want this monologue to be in the documentary, and it'll be a little bit more prepared instead of me rambling on.
Right. And it'll be in a more professional setting than this.
As we'll write notes down and we'll write some stuff down, but yeah, it will be more professional.
We might have to start the recording for that sooner than later, just so that we have it instead of getting what happened this week.
Well, what we're gonna do in the documentary is that we're gonna record our parts way ahead of time.
That's what I'm saying.
Because this documentary is the last video I have for September, and it's gonna top off September.
Okay, September is a while away.
Yeah, so we got time. So if anything, we can record our parts whenever we can.
Yes.
Because we also have to record. We're gonna record an intro, so I'm trying to get everybody's like. Some of the YouTubers I'm working with are like, they do animations and they do reviews, so I'm gonna get like stills from them, and like I'm trying to make a cinematic intro. Me and Tyler are gonna make like an awesome like documentary intro that will like get you in the mood to watch a documentary. So it's gonna be like very good. It's gonna be. We have a green screen now. Actually, I think the green screen I should have brought that thing to just cover this.
Yeah, because that would have been like a great backdrop.
Yeah.
And you could have edited in a good backdrop.
We have a green screen now, and we're gonna use it once we get back to the other set, because it's a little bit. The green screen's a bit big, so it won't fit in here. So you're gonna see the green screen in the next set.
Hey, I like the other set though.
The other set is better, man. But yeah. So we're gonna have to like go, because this story is actually really good, and I don't know, good is saying good is good, but I want to hear Tyler's. You go, Tyler. I want to hear what's been happening to you over the weeks or months or whatever.
You want to just going into that? You want to just go into our next topic?
You want to go to our next topic?
Yeah, on our third one. Because that's going to help kind of explain, well, maybe not explain.
I guess why we've been
gone. But I'll drop into that as I'm talking.
Okay.
Into stuff. So, lately I've been working a lot. Like, last week, the reason we didn't get together last week was because they needed me to stay after for work. Because Jose sent me a message, and I was in the gas station. I was supposed to only be there till 10, so that we would have been able to actually get out. I would have been able to pick him up, and we would have been able to come straight to my house so we could do the podcast, blah, blah, blah. Well, that didn't happen. I got stuck at work till like 12. So, and then I had to start class very soon after, so.
And you know what? I understand that. Sometimes, here's the thing about the podcast. We can't always provide a podcast with the way our work schedules are. So, we have a goal. We provide the podcast whenever we can. So, it's not going to be like a weekly thing like other podcasts. Like, we can't provide weekly. Once we get like the right amount of funding to the point where we can make this a job and we can quit our other jobs,
then it will be pretty much a guarantee weekly.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
We can't guarantee weekly unless we have the right backing and like people.
And then I'm gonna just, sorry to cut you off a little bit, but I will say, and even if we aren't gonna do it that week, we'll already have some already pre-made.
Yeah. We used to do pre-made podcasts. Like, we used to do 2 podcasts, like, I think, a day. But the thing about those is that when we got into the second podcast, you can kind of see that we kind of lost. Like, we didn't have really much to talk about because the first podcast pretty much covered everything.
Right.
So it's like we lost fatigue towards the second one, which is why we try to do one and make it an hour long. So that we
don't want to do the same things over and over either.
Imagine trying to record a podcast and then you do an intro and then you do another intro for a podcast for a second time. It just doesn't feel right. Because you're saying, hey, welcome to another podcast. It's not even the next day. It's the same exact day. We're wearing the same clothes. People are going to catch on to that. You're wearing the same clothes you wore for the podcast. People are going to catch on. Like, did these dudes ever leave the studio?
Me? No. Him? Yes.
I'm constantly working. I got a new setup, like editing bay. Like I'm like got like a new monitor, curved monitor. So I'm like, I've updated my like editing game because I'm taking this YouTube thing a bit more serious.
Good.
Yeah.
Set your mind to it.
Yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing about my channel is that I want to be that YouTuber. No offense to some of the people that like hide behind their stills and their like characters, but more power to you. I appreciate that, but I don't want to be that YouTuber that hides behind my character. I only use my animated characters because I have trouble reading in front of the camera, and that character that I made sort of elevates the video. And I don't like hiding behind my character. I like being present in front of the camera. I like showing my personality. The
Are
character.
you sure about that?
Yo, shut up, man.
You're always telling me how you're camera shy.
I ain't camera shy when I do this podcast. I don't like reading scripts in front of the camera when I'm trying to like do good editing. That's it. But yeah, no. Like footsteps. Get distracted. Yeah. So anyway, I don't like to hide behind my stills. I like to be in front of the camera. If you see my recent vid, I think it's the top 3 South Park video. I sort of included my human self and my animated self together, as I wanted to like ensure everybody that I'm not trying to hide behind my character. I'm trying to be present, as I don't want to be that YouTuber who does that.
True that.
Yeah.
True that.
I'm trying to make my channel more unique and original, which is why I don't do the traditional write one script and it's like an hour long. Here's the thing. I want my videos are structured as essays where you can they're like essay. They're in an essay format where it's easy to digest the information and you can like look at the video and like the visuals are there. I don't like doing like an entire script where it's like 1 page long and I get confused. Everything is structured in an essay format. So when you write an essay in class,
Yeah,
and, like,
of course.
main idea, middle, plot. So that's pretty much how my videos are structured.
Good.
Yeah,
That's how it should be.
it should be like that. I think it's easier to edit in segments than all together. It's less stress.
You almost hit me in the face.
Say hello to my little friend.
Hey, put that down.
It's a Nerf gun. It's like right there. It's like right there.
Chill out, bro.
Whoa, just take it easy, man. Oh man.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm gonna kind of jump in a little bit. So within these past 2 days, I all but had a heart attack. Both days. They're both for different reasons. Yesterday was for a good reason. Today was for a bad reason. But I'll start with the bad news first because always get the bad news out of the way, right?
That's not the way that's not the way my doctor told me. My doctor was like, give the good news first and then we'll go the bad news, so that way you feel...
We'll get your hopes up and then we'll make you feel depressed.
I feel like that's how most doctor offices are. Get the good news out of the way. Yeah, you know what? Your health is fine. But you know what? You got something going on with your body.
No, actually, yeah, I was pretty scared when this happened, but earlier today, I had my chemistry exam. So I came and picked you up after my chemistry exam was over, which is why I sent you a message. I was like, hey, I'm going to be a little bit, because I have other stuff I had to do. I had to do dishes and stuff.
Fine.
But I did my chemistry exam, and for our exams, they're self-proctored, which means we go into an empty Zoom session. We share our screen, and then we click record. We have to have our microphones and our cameras on.
Okay.
And you take the whole test that way.
Ah, okay. So you did a test over Zoom.
Right, but there's nobody in the Zoom room with you. It's you self-proctor it, which means you are recording yourself taking it so that they see you're not cheating or anything like that. And then you send them the link to the recording so that they can watch the recording and make sure that you didn't cheat. Does that make sense?
Sorry, I got distracted by the waterfall. Yeah, no, it makes sense. I just never... That's just a weird way to take tests. I
really do. I appreciate the way he does it because, I mean, it eliminates you having to be in a room with other people who are also taking the test with their microphones on. If there's some loud noise that happens in their room or something like that, then you're not getting distracted or whatever. It's just what's in your room, not everyone else's room.
I find it more relaxing to just be in a comfortable environment where you're taking a test. I think that's how most tests should be. You should be able to take it at your home, comfortable.
And it is very comfortable doing it that way because you don't have to worry about anyone just staring at you the whole time through the screen like this.
Well, the NSA or the test guys of America are going to watch me while I take a test.
Anyways, so I started my test, and I got to the end of my test.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine, man.
So we
have a guest. What's up, man?
So we started the exam. I didn't even see him come in.
It's fine.
We started the test, and I finished my test. And at the end of my test, I went to go stop the recording. When I went to go stop the recording, I realized that I didn't even start the recording.
So you took a test without recording?
Yeah. So afterwards, I started up the recording while I was still on the screen. And I was like, I am so sorry. Because I still have to send in a Zoom link either way. I forgot to do it. And I said, here, what I can do is I can show you my search history here to make sure that I wasn't on the internet at all. And it was like 2 minutes of me explaining that I completely forgot to click the button.
Did they accept it?
I sent my teacher an email. He's like, just submit what you have. I'll trust that you did whatever you had to do. I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. Because I literally almost had a heart attack when I figured out I didn't record it.
I mean, I could have, if that was me, I could have cheated and then tell them and then, give them all the evidence. I mean, I would have, if that was me, I would have just cheated. But no, I was because I'm a terrible test taker. But anyway, I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you did it the honest. I'm glad you did it the honest way.
I was so happy that he accepted it.
Yes,
I was like,
pretty sure he was drinking.
Thank you so much. I am so sorry. It will never happen again. It was just a complete accident. Blah blah blah. It was just like, heart attack right then and there.
That gave you a heart attack?
Yes, because it says specifically if you do not submit a Zoom link, you will receive a 0 on the test, and it's 100 points.
Did you receive a 0 on the test?
Not yet.
I'm pretty sure you can.
We'll see if I got it all wrong or not.
I feel like you get some answers wrong. I'm pretty sure he's gonna know that you didn't cheat. I mean, how the hell can you cheat if you got some answers wrong? Exactly. I mean,
cheat on the easy questions. Because the easy questions are totally the ones you're worrying about.
What's 1 + 1? 5.
Yeah, I didn't know that
one. See, when I take a test, usually when I'm in class, when I take a test, whatever I learned from that day or month, I somehow I just regurgitate all that information on the paper, and as soon as I'm done taking the test, I forget whatever I just learned, and it's sort of like my brain just dumps out everything, and I have a weird amnesia, I don't know what I just did. It's just how pretty much how I take tests.
That's my life.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
That's pretty much what happens when I take a test. I regurgitate all the information on a piece of paper, and then I don't remember it.
Oh man.
It's. I don't know if any of you guys take tests like that, where you take it, and then you just dump out the information and you forget it. And sometimes teachers will try to throw you off. They'll try to ask you a question, and I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know how I got it right in the first place.
Check the paper. I'm assuming I got it right. Hey, lady. I took the test. You can't ask me questions after. I didn't flip the page.
After I take the test, I'm safe. You are invading my safe space. Stop asking me.
This is a test for the government, not you, teacher lady. I didn't know I was taking a verbal exam. Oh my god, verbal exams will be the worst. Imagine just going in front of the class and trying to
That was Spanish class in high school.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, yeah, so that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. That happened today, and that I felt like I was gonna die.
I'm very sorry that happened to you, man.
But what made up for it?
There's a but?
Yes!
Oh my god.
There's a but. Everyone has one.
That's probably the funniest. There is a but. Everybody has one.
Anyways. So the good news is yesterday is some very, very good news. So we all got our stimulus checks about like whatever.
I got that
A few weeks ago or something.
Did I get mine before you, man?
I don't know. I got mine a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I got mine a few weeks ago too, yeah.
And I've been waiting because I haven't been able to do this for a while. But I went and I actually got an order in on a PlayStation 5.
Damn it, motherfucker. How much was it?
So I got a bundle from GameStop. It came with 3 games, 2 controllers, a $20 GameStop gift card, and then the actual console with like the disc, the Blu-ray player, and everything. Came out to like $820. Listen, if I were to buy that all separately, because I mean the console still comes with a single controller, so I won't count that other controller.
So is it like
it
digital?
comes out to $820. But that $820 that I paid was with $16 added premium shipping. So I got it for less expensive than I would to buy all that stuff separate.
So GameStop has like PlayStation 5s in stock, or is like...
No, I got it because I subscribed to the PlayStation 5 restock Twitter account. And they tell you when they're supposed to restock. Now, they had said that GameStop was having one soon, so I hopped on their site, and I saw I was able to actually add it to my cart. So I went to click it, and it said undefined. And I was so confused, and it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't launching me into the payment screen or anything. Well, I gave up because I was like, okay, I can't freaking get it to work. It's not gonna happen. 2 minutes later, I typed it into my browser again. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it again. So I went, clicked it, add to cart, got to the next screen. I was like, what?
As you can see, I'm very jealous that he got a PlayStation 5 before me, as I don't have one, and I'm currently waiting for them to become available worldwide, where I don't have to worry about the restock. I'm going to be honest, I gave up waiting for the PlayStation 5. I just don't want to have to deal with restocks. I just want them to become available where I can just pick them up from anywhere. So I'm still waiting, you know. Maybe when there's a restock, I might just subscribe to that Twitter so I can get a restock.
Mm-hmm.
I wasted all my stimulus, by the way, so I'm like tapped out. I wasted on camera, equipment. I did all that.
Yeah, no, I did good, man. I did good. I was like, man, no way. Because they even said on the account, because they'll give you updates like, okay, it's in stock now. Oh, website's down. Try using the app or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. So I finished, got through the payment screen. After I got through the payment screen, I got a notification. Hey, GameStop's actually live now. If you want to go and grab it. I was like, suckers.
Is that why GameStop was in your GPS? Is because you were going to GameStop? When are you picking this? Or are you picking it up?
No, it's getting shipped to my house.
It's getting shipped to your house. Oh,
It'll be here Thursday or Friday. Yep. Premium shipping. Brought it here since I ordered it yesterday. It should be here Thursday or Friday.
I can't wait.
And if it's not, then I am contacting them and being like, hey.
I can't wait to try it. I hope I get to try it.
I'll get to show you it, but I am so excited to get it. Like, you have no idea.
I have every idea. You're very happy. You're very... By the way, he's sitting on a bouncy ball. I don't know if you guys know.
I'm sitting on a ball chair.
We ran out of... he can't even find the other chair, so we got like a bounce. He's sitting on a ball, and I'm sitting on a chair. He's just having a lot of fun on that ball. He is. Yeah, don't worry, guys. It only goes up from here, and then it goes straight down to the basement.
But yeah, dude, I can't wait because it came with Miles Morales. Now, I already had the Avengers game, but it came with the Avengers game, the PlayStation 5 version of the Avengers game.
Okay.
And it came with Hitman 3, which I told you I was getting it soon, and it's coming in with my PlayStation 5.
Cool. Props. I give you props.
Heck yeah.
It's a good
Heck yeah.
game. That is a good fucking game. Aw, man, I'm jealous. Man. I mean, I could technically get a fucking Xbox because for some reason PlayStation 5s are not available, but Xboxes are available, so I might just pick one up.
I don't know. Apparently, Sony's having a hard time getting semiconductors for the console.
I'm assuming, yeah.
So that's probably the reason why they're not in stock as much, because they're having a hard time getting a hand on the supplies they need to make the thing.
Yeah. See, I gotta like go with Microsoft on that one, as I feel like they know how they have like a wide availability of their consoles. And Sony needs to.
Good for them. I think PS5 is gonna be better than the Xbox.
Actually, I'm gonna be honest. It's a happy medium, as I like both systems. I don't like to have.
I don't know.
I don't like to have system biases, as I think the Xbox has its like advantages as well as disadvantages, and
they both have theirs.
They both have their.
I heard, unfortunately, that my one friend was telling me that we won't be able to put our own custom themes on the PlayStation 5 like we were able to for the 4.
See, that's just,
you know what I mean?
That's just a dumb. Why not?
I was like, I'm sure they can change that in an update if they really want to. If they get enough people saying, hey, I want to be able to change the theme and customize my screen, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Not that big of a deal for me, but is it still nice to be able to do that? Yes.
I kind of want to do that.
Because I have some really cool pictures that I took in Destiny that I like as my backgrounds. So
get on it, PlayStation 5. Sony. By the way, Sony, I love your video cameras, as I'm using your camera right now. This is not an endorsement for Sony products. I just really like Sony products. They make probably the highest quality. They make probably the best products, like in terms of cameras and audio and all that.
We are not sponsored by Sony.
But you know what we are sponsored by? Moist Towel. This podcast is sponsored by Moist Towelettes. Moist Towelettes. You got a dirty camera lens, wipe it with a moist towelette. You see a sweaty man across the street? Give him a moist towelette. Cool him off. If you see your best friend is crying, maybe grab a bat because he shouldn't be crying. Or grab a moist towelette and wipe out those tears. Moist towelettes. They're fresh.
I'm scared.
I said grab a moist towelette and wipe the tears. Oh my god! This podcast is also sponsored by Radio Shack. Radio Shack. Why won't you come back, Radio Shack? We want you back.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? Maybe if fucking Radio Shack was open, maybe Sony would have some of the conductors they needed. As Radio Radio Shack used to sell computer parts back in the day, and I feel like they could be
there's a shortage of them apparently, so yeah. I don't know. But
did you hear their Radio Shack is coming back? I saw
Are they?
They're coming back.
Their website's still up. So.
Yeah, they're coming back. I think they said they're gonna rebrand themselves as I think they're gonna do what Walmart does and try to sell all in one. Like they're gonna try to do all that. But they're still gonna focus on computer parts, but they wanna do like Walmart and focus more on technology. So everything's gonna be like technology and all that. Which I think
maybe they'll sell PlayStation 5s.
I hope if Radio Shack gets the PlayStation 5 drops.
It was so funny because I was literally last week I was looking because I've only been looking for a PlayStation 5 for a week, and I got one, which I was happy. But I was looking and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna look at Radio Shack and see if they have them. No.
Because they gotta update the website and everything. Oh, by the way,
I didn't even know they were out of business.
Yeah, they were out of business a long time ago. I think all of them got shut down due to the sales of. Because again, what Radio Shack was doing before like their like decline is that they were pretty much repairing phones and selling like parts for like computers and all that. They weren't really doing much in terms of like trying to innovate like other companies do. So I think
that's the thing. Innovation's key.
Yeah, Radio Shack was big back in the day when you're buying like a computer. Radio Shack was probably the place to be. At some point, I'm gonna do a series where I'm gonna do a Who Remembers Company series where I talk about like companies like Radio Shack and like Walmart. As I want to try to make this series like I might even do food. Who remembers food? As I kind of like the idea of food theory a lot, and I kind of feel like nostalgia. I think nostalgia works best when you talk.
Copycat.
I'm gonna go on the long, extensive history of food, of like a certain food product. I'm not gonna be like food theory. I'm gonna actually talk about why the food is, what the history of that food and how it was created. Because I want to kind of do that. Food theory.
That was a food theory.
That was a Who Remembers theory. Thanks for watching. Yeah. So season I'm pretty much on season 2 of my Who Remembers series as I'm doing Who Remembers Gaming. Season 3 I will continue Who Remembers I'll continue Who Remembers like TV and movies, but I'm gonna do Who Remembers Companies in season 3, which I talk about like Walmart and Blockbuster and all that. As
Poor Blockbuster.
You know what? I bought a Blockbuster shirt. I think it's like it might be like a uniform for Blockbuster. I bought it in a Hot Topic. And I'm like, yo, what Blockbuster had like some of like the coolest freaking uniform I've ever fucking seen. It's just a shirt that says Blockbuster, be kind, rewind. I'm like, yo, Giants better cops.
I like that saying though. Be kind, rewind.
I really like that saying. I think Blockbuster coined that saying, and it's probably one of the best. Now, if I use it on my YouTube channel, I'll probably be copyrighted because that's trademark of Blockbuster. That's Blockbuster's trademark.
We just got trademarked. Curse you.
So yeah, if you guys, there's gonna be a small I think about tomorrow. We are rebranding the channel, as it would no longer have the banner that was the banner's gonna change, as the channel will be focused more on us, our personalities. So, you're gonna see a new banner. You're gonna see a new thumbnail style, and you're gonna see a new logo because we want this entire channel and we want to build like a media empire, and the only way to do that is to initialize a brand, and the brand is falling under that we came up with is called Blue Donut Media.
Blue Donut.
It's called Blue Donut Media, or no, Blue Donut Studios, and my channel is gonna be under it. Our podcast is under it. Eventually, at some point, we might have like a third project once we make this a business. But yeah, new channel, new logo, new everything. So I'm working on all that tonight. So expect an entire rebranding of everything. After this is done, I'm gonna take a picture of him, and then he's gonna take a picture of me, and then we're gonna put it for the banner and all that. Headshots. I'm gonna call them headshots. God damn it! I gotta call it headshots because look at the way. Look at me. We're taking headshots.
I'm too young to die.
I was gonna grab the Nerf gun. I've already terrorized you enough today. I gotta be out around 4. I promised my friend I go to some D&D thing around 5:30, so we'll end it around 4:40.
That's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
We have 3 more topics, but we're gonna.
I want to go with the.
We're gonna talk about.
I want to talk about this.
We're gonna talk about the
first.
Justice League one, and then we're gonna talk about the retro video games, and we're gonna cut out one of these things.
I wanted that one.
Favorite Disney Plus show? Want to put that in? Want to leave that? Yeah, we'll leave that in.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It is whatever it is.
No,
and it don't matter really, to be honest.
So,
but I'll talk about this one because I want to talk about this one first.
Yeah, I think we only have enough for one more. Justice League is gonna be a while, so that we'll end it with Justice League. So,
you bum.
Here's what we call. We're gonna have a segment on our podcast called the Drunk Ramen's Movie Reviews. This is another review. We're gonna review the Justice League movie and somehow give a rating.
I haven't watched it yet. I told you that.
Do you not want to review it?
I mean, at the moment, we definitely don't have the time.
So, what do you want to talk about? The Disney Plus thing?
We can kind of talk a little bit about it because I'm happy that they released the Snyder Cut. I want
Yeah.
to say that. I'm very
So
happy
we will
about
hold
that.
off on the review until he watches it, as I don't want to spoil everything
Well, it's on HBO Max,
on
right?
HBO Max. Yeah.
I will definitely
So
tell
we
my parents
wanna
about
s-
it.
you
We
wanna
might
sk-
be able to watch it tonight, to be honest.
You want to skip this
but-
topic then?
But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We
Okay.
can talk about the
We'll
retro.
talk
if we
about
want.
our favorite retro video games. We'll top it off there, as I think that's a
Great place to stop.
great place to stop. Okay. So from like, what's your favorite retro video game? Like, why? I mean, I
Okay.
already know mine.
Okay, so this is a very not known game. I'm gonna say this right now because
It's a Ratchet and Clank.
no, it's not Ratchet and Clank. I told you this at the start. No, there used to be this game on the PlayStation 2. It was called Scalar. You've never heard of it?
I feel like we've talked about this in the podcast.
I don't know if you have or not.
Yeah,
but-
it might have been in audio form, but yeah, no, talk about it.
Everyone knows my ultimate favorite is Ratchet and Clank, but we've talked about that so much that I'm gonna go off the rails a little bit and talk about. It's pretty much my second favorite retro video game that I've ever played, and Scalar is definitely that game because
Don't worry, guys. I'll put a
It's-
little picture on the screen so that way you
it
know what
had
he's
a
talking
little
about.
bit, yeah. It's and I'll explain it a little bit. You play as this like blue lizard, I think with like yellow quills or something coming off his head. You'll see if you look it up. But you pay, and he kind of can shapeshift almost. And he used to be a kid that got turned into a lizard or something during an experiment. Like I said, it's been so long since I played this game, but I think his dad was a scientist or something, and he got caught in the
My name's Spawn.
experiment or something like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's been so long. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that one.
Okay, I kind of like the way this looks, as it looks like it has like a nice PS2 type of era feel. Like that looks like something that would be on the PS2.
Oh, for sure.
It looks
I wish they remastered it and put it on the PS3.
well. I feel like if they remastered it, I feel like they may want to like the cover looks good, but I feel like it could be a little better.
Why do you think I said remaster it?
Yeah, remaster it, makes a better cover art. As I feel like the cover art just feels like I love the logo.
I mean, it is a
love,
7+ game.
yeah, I love like the text right there. Like as I love that logo, the cover art's a bit bland. But I feel like the game is fun. As my favorite, but like in terms of like why was it your favorite game actually?
So, as you know, I love Ratchet and Clank style games, and this actually gave me a very similar Ratchet and Clank type feel, because you have a free roam area that you're in. Kind of free roam. And, I mean, you just go through it like a Ratchet and Clank game, except there's no guns or anything, and you actually transform, I guess, into separate things. Like one of his abilities is to transform into a giant ball.
That's
Same
actually
thing.
pretty sick.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, and in that giant ball form, you could do like racetrack type things.
Okay,
I think.
I'm gonna read the cover art or try to read it. It's on the back of the box because I find it funny.
This is what I remember, I should say.
Give your enemies a tongue lashing they will never forget. Wisecracking 12-year-old Bobby Jenkins has stumbled upon his evil next door neighbor's plot to use a mutant lizard army to destroy the world. Caught Bobby is zapped by a blizzard bolt of energy and transformed into a shape-shifting ultra. It says otter lizard scalar. Okay.
Scalar.
The font is so fucking small. I should just went on Wikipedia and look at the fucking bio. But that actually sounds interesting.
It is.
I might emulate this on like on a GameCube emulator and like have fun because
Do
it's
it
pretty good.
because it was. I don't think I ever completed the game, because when I played this game, I was very young,
I might do a
and I think the game disc got too scratched up that I couldn't complete it.
Yeah, this game deserves. I like the shade, like the self shading. Like
Yeah, you should emulate it and maybe do a video on it.
I might do that. Actually, who remembers gaming, I can actually play it, and like I feel like I can make a video on this. As I kind of I mean, I feel like they can update the CGI model a bit when they remaster it, but yeah.
If they were to remaster it, I doubt they will, because like I said, it's a very not known game. But I used to play it. My mother actually used to play that game, which is pretty cool. Because my mom doesn't play video games.
Oh, look! I see the ball right there.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty sick. Okay, so that's pretty sick. But here's my favorite game. My favorite game, retro game, is Pac-Man World 3. For starters,
I think I know what you're talking
yeah,
about. Maybe.
Pac-Man World 3. This was one of my favorite games.
I played that game too.
This is actually, I think, I don't know if it's the first game where Pac-Man actually talks, or I know there's like 3 games, but this is probably one of my favorites. As there's like, Pac-Man has like power-ups. Everything looks like you can like free roam. Like it's one of the most open world Pac-Man games that I've probably ever played, and I love it mainly for the nostalgia. Mm-hmm. I just love Pac-Man's like design, man. I just love this game so much.
I do remember playing that game. I didn't play through a lot of it because I didn't understand how the game worked at the time. Because I mean, like again, I was young when this came out, like super young.
Yeah.
Like you're like 3 or 4 years older than I am.
You want to expose me like that? Yeah.
Still,
I'm 85.
You have yeah, and I'm like 80.
No, I'm 24. How old are you?
I'm 22. So you're like 2 years older than me, but you still have a better ability to comprehend what the heck is going on the screen.
Yeah, actually, but when I was a kid, I didn't understand what the fuck I didn't understand what the hell I was playing. My grandma told me it's part of like a retro video game, like an arcade game. I'm like, okay, Pac-Man. I'm like, seems fun. I didn't understand the game until I was an adult and I like played it, and I'm like, this game is good. It's one of my favorites, and I added it to my like list of like games I will talk about this game at some point.
Good.
I gotta talk about Scalar 2 because I'm adding that on my list. I gotta play that. I want to do it on a live stream, but I gotta find like a better like streaming software for my computer.
Fraps.
Bro, OBS does not work good for live streams, and it like lags all the time. So I'm gonna try to live stream some games like Pac-Man and Scalar, as I think I can find a way to emulate those and make them work.
If you try using Xbox Game Bar on your computer, you might have that.
I actually have XSplit Broadcast, which I used for some of my games, and it actually is pretty good. So I've been.
Well, then try using that. Then, yeah.
Like I got like my own template for like recording and all that. I've done 2 live streams. I did one on Family Guy and Ben 10. And those turned out good. As it did give me a few subs, as I'm now at 185. But I deleted those because, 185. Reaching 200 by the end of the year. As I once we release that
goals, man, life goals.
200 by the end of the year, and you know what? I want this channel to release 100, at least 100 by the end of the year.
I thought we were at least 100.
We're at 77.
Oh, are we?
We're at 77 on this podcast. Yes, we are. Podcast channel.
No kidding.
With the rebranding and all that I feel like that will. We're gonna be good on that, but I want to get to 100 by the end of the year on this podcast channel. So if you want to help our dreams come true and you want to make this goal happen, like, subscribe, and comment. Actually, comments. Somebody please comment on this podcast, so that way we know what we're doing good and what we're doing wrong.
Yeah, if you want to see him make a video on Scalar, leave a comment.
Yes, if you want to comment, because technically, you can comment on what you want me to review on the podcast channel, or you can go on my main channel. But I'm active on both channels, as me and Tyler, we both read comments. And
I see it as soon as it pops up.
Yeah, we both run.
We both have the email, and we have notifications turned on for that. Since we're such a small channel, we don't have to worry about getting bombarded with, hey, this person commented on your video.
Oh, man.
Yeah, imagine how that'll be if we get higher.
I think I'm gonna have to mute my phone at that point. I'll try to read all the comments, but
I will have to turn off notifications.
I would try to read all the comments I can, but I'm gonna be honest.
What most YouTubers do is they say within the first hour of uploading, I will be reading through all the comments. That's what a lot of YouTubers do. And then after that, they can't really do anything.
Yeah. I don't think I can like every single comment.
Right. So, like, you stay active for the first hour, and then that's it.
Yeah. We'll probably do that.
But as of right now, as we can, we are leaving notifications on so we can see your guys' comments.
You know, at some point, we can actually, since this camera can connect to Wi-Fi, I'm assuming we can at some point do live streams. Since we can actually make a live podcast, I think Twitch or somewhere on that level where we can actually stream.
You
this
might be
podcast.
able to. That might be a good idea.
We will figure that part out as we want this podcast to be more interactive.
I will laugh if I get up, go to that camera right now, and it stopped recording because we have no more space.
Fucking worried now.
Oh no, what did you do? Is it out of space? What did I say?
On the podcast.
Alright guys, well you guys have a wonderful day. We will talk to you guys all in the next video. I told him to get a bigger freaking SD card and he didn't listen, so.
Can I borrow your SD card?
For now, yeah. Until we get you one, but you guys have a wonderful day. I'm sorry to cut it off so short, but the camera stopped recording.
You guys have an amazing night.
Alright, you guys have a wonderful time. Bye!